Recently came in on my Instagram. How often do I eat at McDonald's? I would tell you it's a lot, probably 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes it might be a breakfast, sometimes it might be.
Jeez. You have any issues with the... Is it my headset? I think it is. Let me just do like this. And okay.
Be a lunch, but hey, one of the perks of the job recently came in on my Instagram. How often do I eat at McDonald's? I would tell you it's a lot, probably 3 or 4 times a week. Sometimes it might be a breakfast, sometimes it might be a lunch. But hey, one of the perks of the job, you get to eat at McDonald's a lot.
Alright, so I don't believe him. I don't believe him. And it looks like the comments don't either. Grain bowl. He looks like a sushi platter for lunch kind of guy. Grain bowl with salmon. I don't believe him, but this is what you have to do to go viral, I guess. He eats a burger. He takes a big bite, he says. And people are making fun of him because he didn't take as big as a bite as I guess they would have. But I can't help but think about, like, does this guy look like he takes big bites? Look at how he's holding the burger. I think he did okay, though. I don't think it's bad. Anyway, my big issue was really Burger King coming after him. Trying to, like, upstage him by taking a big bite of their garbage. Their dumpster decorations. Cause if I was this guy, I'd be telling him, like, you can't talk to me. You can't talk to me because revenue-wise, McDonald's is 50 billion, I think. Let me put it, McDonald's versus Burger King revenue. Yeah, McDonald's 53 billion. Burger King is 11 billion. So it's nearly 5 times higher than Burger King. So this guy, where is he? This guy gotta shut up. And go back to whoever's making that food and kill them. Don't even fire them. Because bro. And I think he only took one bite too. I think they were complaining that he only took one bite. But he only took one bite too. And I wouldn't let this guy talk to me at all. Anyway, now that I've said that, if you can hear me, please give me free McDonald's. Anyway, I wanted to get on this because I think I saw something about this, but it wasn't from Omeezy, so I was waiting until he came out. Oh, I wasn't waiting, but he came out with a video. I wanted to watch it, and I wanted to talk about it.
Who XQC is like a really brash person who can talk like incredibly negatively about people, like people he knows in real life.
When me and him got into it, that was like 3-4 months ago. Y'all know I don't hold grudges. I didn't really care. Plus, I'm in this nice establishment. I'm here just to have a good time. I'm just happy to be here. But he gets on there and he called me a view botter. He say DDG this and your music sucks and blah, blah, blah.
Is he not a view botter? Like I've seen people go and research his stream stuff, right? And the drop off is insane. the drop off is crazy. I think he loses. I think one time I was on Twitch and I was watching DGG because he had a lot of viewers. I think it was about like 60,000. I was like, damn, how do you have 60,000? That's crazy. And then I came back an hour later, and it said, I think it said like 10,000 or something. It's like, damn, like where all these people go? What happened? The stream's still going on. It doesn't look like it's about to end anytime soon. So what happened? And then it was just 6,000. I was like, okay, I guess. And I kind of had to go like, I guess he's just not as popular as I thought he was, or not as popular as I thought he was. So him calling DDG a view bother, I don't know if that's crazy.
Blah. But in person, he want to shoot a basketball around me with his feet out, with his toes out.
During COVID, XQC's mistreatment of other content creators kind of started this drama a little bit because he would just like treat every content creator like a NPC.
An unintended consequence of Mr. Beast's extravagant and luxurious collaborative event that he did this past weekend was that a lot of streamers had to come from behind the camera and meet IRL, meaning that they would be confronted with all the nonsense and mess that they talked online. We saw how that impacted a streamer like Neon, who has been a social pariah for a couple of years now. But now somebody else whose feet have been put to the fire is XQC, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde of the streaming world. I don't know why Ludwig phrased it like that. Several streamers pointed out how XQC is different online versus in person. Not only to me does this expose something about XQC himself personally, but it also exposes a secret in the streaming industry that a lot of people do not understand. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It goes a long way for this community. Trust me, I'm gonna work for that subscription, but please be generous and drop it. Now, back into the video. You see, the thing about commentating online in the comfort of your home and racking up a bunch of money is that you can say whatever you want and you don't necessarily have to face the consequences and repercussions of your actions. You can make whatever claims, you can call people whatever names, you can do all these.
All right, so he showed all these clips about people saying stuff about XQC, and then he talked about the Mr. Beast thing. So did XQC get invited to a Mr. Beast thing and people didn't want to work with him or something? Like they tried to eliminate him fast? Is that what happened? Is that what's going on? I'm trying to scroll through. Let's see, because... Okay.
These different things, but as long as you are protected by a screen, a comment section, and a fan base that loves you, then nobody can really give you any pushback. And XQC has a history of this, just like any other streamer, and we'll get to that in a second. But when met in real life at the Mr. Beast event, hey man, it's time to nut up or shut up, and seemingly, he shut up.
XQC is like Jekyll and Hyde, because who XQC is on stream is like a really brash person who can talk like off cuff, like incredibly negatively about people, like people he knows in real life. Like he says actually some really like mean about people he knows in the real world. And then you meet him in real life and he treats the person who was online saying those mean things as a different person. And he's like really sweet in real life. And it's like, weren't you just like talking crazy shit? But I think his brain is so corrupt, he views it all as content and not legitimate.
A good old-fashioned switcheroo is what Ludwig is claiming that XQC does. Okay. He says these things.
So they're saying he's a snake, I guess?
Online that seemingly hurt people's feelings, but then when he gets in person with them, it's nothing more than just content. And I do think that there is a level of understanding in this game once you get into it that things that are said on this camera can be for entertainment purposes. If I jump out the window and say somebody like Legend of Winning sucks and I hate his guts, well, in real life, that's my brother, and I'm always gonna love him, and people should understand that I'm probably trying to get people riled up, you know, for the clip, essentially. So a part of me does understand that and agrees with XQC and his explanation about it.
Chat, I think it's why I have an easy time, like, not holding grudges against people that I don't have a problem with. Like, I can say, oh yeah, Ludwig is a bitch ass, he cheated in Among Us, and that's all it is. Like, that part of him stays stagnant in that little spot, and that's just what it is. That's it. I don't need to press him at LAN and tell him I'm jacked to fight me IRL because he cheated in fucking Among Us.
But with that said, I think that there is a clear line that.
But I don't think that's all he's saying though. I'm sure he's saying harsher, worse stuff, and that's why they don't want to. They don't like him. I think he should have gave more examples. Because cheating on Among Us is minor stuff. I don't think they would hate you for that. So
what is drawn. And maybe people need better social awareness skills, or maybe people just need to recognize that the stuff that they say is just not going in one ear and out the other for everybody. But people do cross the line when it comes to this reaction, commentary, I'm a streamer lane. The same scenario about my brother. If I were to take it to the next level and start to call him out of his name, reaction, commentary, I'm a streamer lane. The same scenario.
Like, Low looks the same, but Omar, he looks like he's been in the fields. Are they treating this guy
about
right?
My brother.
And Agent looks mad different, too.
If I were to take it to the next level and start to call him out of his name, talk about his personal life, you know, talk about his looks or whatever the case may be, yeah, I could definitely see at the next family function how we would have some sort of static. But to take it a step further, these guys don't even know each other. So how do we know that you're always playing or that it's content or whatever the case may be when you're calling me a bitch ass? As a real street nigga, bitch ass is offensive. And maybe people could excuse XQC if it was just a one-off type situation, but this happens multiple different times with multiple different content creators. Remember when XQC was running around saying that everybody was view botting?
Even Kai is pretty natural too. So some of Kai's friends though, I'm not. Hey, if I speak, I'm. If I speak. I'm gonna show you something that's a bit off the charts. I got you, bro. Yesterday, I didn't even know about this guy. And I think it's the GOAT. This guy might be the GOAT. He's just doing it better. 1K, next day, 800, next day, 8K, next day, 60K. That's the GOAT. Then,
like,
then 20, 30, 20.
Right.
That's the absolute GOAT of streaming.
Oh, you said I'm botting. Listen, yeah, I do not care enough to bot no goddamn views. You think if I'm spending all this money, bro, you think I'm finna motherfucking pay for some goddamn bots? I don't care that much.
Now, I think in an attempt to unearth some sort of conspiracy theory that was going on in the streaming industry, XQC was going at just about anybody and everybody when it came to view botting. And now sitting in 2026 as the CEO or founder of Night.
Isn't DDG a rapper? Aren't rappers all about posturing? About how much money they got, how much this they got? So what's wrong with doing it when you're streaming too? You just bot.
Media put out an article about view botting and how if you're not view botting, you're losing, which we should probably get into either on a video or a stream on this channel. We probably don't have the same feelings about view botting as we did a year or 2 or 3 ago. But for what it's worth, those claims back then even were detrimental. A slew of hate came to Rakai, Reggie, and the rest of Clover Boys, and then a slew of hate came to DDG amidst guys could do was defend their names online and social media. But when given an opportunity to confront these things face to face, it seems as though XQC kind of tucked tail on the claims and wasn't really about that life, wasn't really willing to stand on that square about the situation.
Oh, why, why you telling niggas I view bot? Like, why, what makes you think I view bot, right? He goes, no,
oh my God.
I wasn't saying that, bro. I wasn't saying that at all, bro. I wasn't saying that at all. I was just saying, in the order, like the shimmy. I'm like, niggas speak. All you niggas keep saying, motherfucking. I stutter.
XQC is not somebody that I would ever look at and be like, that was my first time seeing him in person. Mind you, when me and him got into it, that was like 3-4 months ago. Y'all know I don't hold grudges. I didn't really care. Plus, I'm in this nice establishment.
Wait, what? He doesn't hold grudges. Didn't he have beef with Bruce for years? What? And I say this as someone who didn't follow it. I just heard about it. But didn't he have beef with Bruce for years? I guess it's a new DDG. So it's a new guy.
I'm here just to have a good time. I'm just happy to be here. I'm not finna press
This might be
XQC
GGT.
and try to fight with him in front of all these streamers and
I take that back.
all these corporate people and Mr. Beast and all of this and coming here and be ghetto. I'm professional when I need to be professional. XQC is obviously not in my liking. I don't talk about him. Prior to him talking about me, I've never spoken about this man. But he gets on there and he called me a view botter. He say DDG this and your music sucks and blah, 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 blah. But in person, he want to shoot a basketball around me with his feet out, with his toes out. So I'm like, bro, this is a nice white man. You know, he don't want no smoke. He's scared to even look me in the eyes. So that's why I said what I said. And then Neon already leaked what didn't happen. I'm not going to go into detail, but he waited for a certain reason, and then he started saying what he said. I'm like, bro, like, what do I look like whooping XQC ass, man? What do I look like that? Mind you, even if that was the case, if it was that deep to
And
me,
XQC
he
is
gonna
like
sue
90
me so
pounds.
goddamn hard.
With shoes
It ain't
on?
gonna be no fight. It's gonna be a lawsuit.
For what it's worth, I
That
don't
was a bad one.
necessarily
That was a bad
blame
joke. My bad.
XQC for this
does
online
that even
persona
mean,
that he's
with
decided
shoes
to take
on?
on. You know, I'm not necessarily here to give any career advisement. He's
He had
bigger
heavy
than
shoes
me,
or something?
and anybody else
That's
who would be
horrible.
seeing this. You know, you do what you want to do. But for one, you do have to give your opinions as creators, as reactors, as commentators, as whatever. And you're not gonna like everything. You're not gonna like everyone, and that's totally okay. Some of these people can be some of the biggest names in the world, and for whatever reason, you just don't have an affinity for them. Mine is J. Cole. You know, for whatever reason,
What?
I'm not the biggest fan of J. Cole. And there shouldn't be anything wrong with that, with me saying it, with me feeling it, or whatever the case may be. But if it's one thing that I'm not gonna do is get into a situation after I've said all
So
these.
that's why he was saying all that stuff on his podcast. He was talking about J. Cole being performative on his own fucking music video, bro.
Things about J. Cole online where I am in real life with J. Cole and then go to dap him up, try to play basketball with him, get some shots off, show him my mixtape. That would be very fake of me, especially if I was doing personal attacks. You know, attacks on people's character, like saying that they're view botters, saying that they're broke, saying they don't spend time with their children, etc., etc. I think DDG put a real nice point in it, saying that XQC felt like an IRL hater, like his biggest IRL hater coming to fruition and seeing him in real life, especially because he did that one video where he sat down with his biggest haters and confronted them. It was a lot of rah-rah online, and then when they got in person, the stories and the reasoning just kind of fell apart. Kind of like a chihuahua, just barking without a lot of bite. People also have to
Well, I didn't know
understand that
DDG
content
did that.
creators are artists, and they see everything. Why? Because they have communities out there that send them stuff. Or if a good title or thumbnail comes around the block, it gets sent out to them, or they check DMs, or they just see everything about them. Trust me, I've been in situations in which my commentary videos have gotten to other content creators, and they have either iced me out, cussed me out, or tried to have a stern talking to with me about the content that I make on this channel.
Chinese food? You know, I was thinking about getting food. I just didn't know what to get. What did you want? Like chicken? Like the fried chicken, or you wanted some rice and everything?
Can I have this?
This is barbecue.
No, I want this.
The
I
phone?
want Chinese.
Oh,
I want Chinese food. Can you please buy it?
well, let me see.
Jamie, I
Yeah.
want it on a stick.
What? I don't think they do that.
Because you know how we was making, you know how they have the wooden sticks?
Yeah.
And they have the little fruits on them?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted, some chicken on there, because that's what I really wanted.
Okay. Let's see. There's this stuff.
You know, I want this. This looks good.
Spring rolls with dumplings.
What's dumpling?
These over here.
Yeah. They look like garlic.
What, this? Yeah, it does look like garlic. It's showing like the bottom.
No, this looks like garlic.
Oh, yeah, they do like garlic cloves. You're right. All right, so you don't want the chicken. What do you want?
This and ooh, some ribs.
You want some ribs?
Some ribs and some of this chicken.
So some ribs and chicken.
Yeah, and some. And what's this?
These are pan-fried dumplings.
Pan-fried dumplings.
Mm-hmm.
I want this, and I'm pretty.
You can choose 2 things, okay? 2 things.
But I want this and this chicken.
So you want this and this.
Mm-hmm. I want ribs with chicken.
Okay. Bless you.
Ribs with chicken coming right up.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Short ribs with black pepper. I don't know how good any of this is gonna be.
I don't want pepper.
I got it. Relax.
I want Coca-Cola.
No. So.
It's here.
Okay.
How is it already gonna be here when they're just started?
Don't even know. Okay. Okay, it's coming.
Oh, it's here.
It's not. Alright, let me get back to this.
Can we play a Lego game now?
Later. Later.
No.
Me giving commentary towards them. Whether it was good, bad, a misunderstanding, or whatever, they see that shit and they feel it. And this is just me with 131K subscribers. Hit the button, it could be more. Imagine if you're one of the biggest saying these things. They're going to see it, and people's audiences are going to pitch one another against each other. But yeah, bro, you can't be in real life and kick it with me and try to skate with me. Now, instead of XQC going home and addressing these things head on, saying, hey, this is probably a character that I play, or there's nothing wrong with giving opinions, I don't know, giving some sort of
I don't think
middle
anybody
ground.
would take any of those
He kind
excuses.
validates everyone's claims about him. He goes home, closes that glass door, and gets to barking again like a little dog.
Just the jump shot, no shoes. It's a nice white man right here, man. It just doesn't make sense for me to even be going back and forth with this nigga, man.
Now reverse the roles though. Oh, now I'm weird. Now I'm weird for bringing it up. Is my jump shot not cool enough? Am I not fucking am I not tough enough? I don't get it. Is being no shoes on makes me lesser? Like, dude, this is a streaming game. Like, we're trying to make everybody laugh and have a good time. We're trying to provide value for the fucking people that watch it. The only reason why we are able to do any of this is that the people will watch. The whole point is to create value for those who spend the time to look for stuff to watch. Not here to fucking flex and be fucking cool and gangster and whatever the fuck, or tough or fucking nah, whatever. That's not what we're here for. That's not how you make anything. If I said something black man, I would be fucking canceled forever. I would be donezo if I added something black man. I would be fucking Jover. I'd be out of here in 3 minutes.
The old step back 3
What?
whataboutism reversed racism card. It's one that's been played time and time again, but there's a trap card for that. It's called We Understand You Can't Take Accountability.
I was thinking in general, when I meet some people in midlife, it's different than in game, right? Like if I say some shit, it's like whatever. And you know what? That's crazy. I'm gonna say this because I think it's so out of nowhere. But I actually spoke with Rakai, and you know what? He was pretty chill with me, and he was like, "Oh, dude, you said I have you bought or whatever." I said, "Well, that's not what I was saying." And he pressed me, and we kind of talked it out, and he was pretty chill. Like I don't have a problem with him.
Now I'm glad XQC went
Now I'm
ahead
really
and
curious.
acknowledged
Was
some of
Rakai
these
bot?
things while he was back behind that screen protected. But what becomes abundantly clear to me is that he's not addressing the ramifications of him making these baseless claims, specifically by name. I think if he was just saying that Twitch was view botting, or I have a problem with this person, or whatever the case may be, it would not hold a lot of weight. But to drag it the way he did, to bring in all these people's names, that's where it gets outrageous. At some point, he gets called out for being a hypocrite. And when he jokes and says that people are view botting, then it's fine, it's dandy. But when other people call him out for it, it's bad all of a sudden.
And
Everything is jokes and not serious except when DDG makes a joke. Now it's deep all of the sudden and it's offensive.
Yeah, but it's not a joke though. Like I'm old enough to see it, bro. A joke though. This is like when Sean the Black says a joke about me. Oh, XQC, the racist guy, dude. how is it a joke? That's just fucking brain dead. Like that's
What?
just like
What
what
is
a
happening?
stupid fucking take that
I don't
is.
even
Like,
have any
how is that a
commentary for
joke?
the last
It's just
5 minutes. I don't know what the hell
and
is
then
going on.
he says, oh no, I'm backing away from that, and then he does it again and again and again. It's literally his shtick. Every fucking
Kinda see him in a
couple
different
days,
light now.
he tweets about fucking this is racist. This guy's oh yeah he thinks about everybody being racist when there's not even a hint of racism in anything he posts about. The guy sees the fucking ghosts of the fucking KKK moving around like a schizoing fucking clan leaders walking around or some shit. Like what the fuck's going on, man? Dude,
What?
like, relax. Not everything is racist. Like Christ, man.
Y'all notice how XQC went with the race card again?
Cause I feel like XQC say a lot of shit on stream that I don't like, but in his head it's like, oh, it's just a clip, or oh, it's just this moment. I feel like you're being a this. So when I see you in person, it's not that deep. I don't care. But the other are like, yo, gang, that's not how I move, gang. You talked about me. I don't.
Okay, then fine enough. Then we can't be friends, I guess. If you're somebody who can't take a light fucking jab that everybody laughs and it creates some content. If you cannot make content off of either
66
self-depreciating
months, love you,
or
chat.
throwing small jabs, then okay, then I think you're a bad streamer. One, if you cannot take a small jab for fun
What?
out of left field, right? Then I think you suck at making content. Then I
Hold
don't
on.
really give a shit. I mean, it is what it is.
He's just looking. I think he's just looking up. He's looking up, and this guy paused the video at a bad time, so it looks like it's just white, right?
Yeah, because it looks like he can't see, his eyeballs are very close and his eyes can't open a little bit.
Yeah, he's all right. This guy right down here, he just paused it at a bad time, so it looks like that.
And then, did you pause it?
Yeah, I paused it to explain to you what happened.
Oh,
Yeah,
because I didn't know them.
it's all right.
I wonder why does he pause it, because I do not like that word. Is this Mr. Beast?
Yeah, it is.
I love him.
Okay.
He's my dad now.
Okay.
Bro, I take shots out of everybody all the time, and nobody blinks an eye. When I take a bazillion shots that are one joke sometimes.
I think he made an interesting point though about the whole friendship conversation, saying to your age when he made his comments that, well, I guess we just can't be friends. If you're not self-deprecating, if you can't throw little
Probably.
shots and jabs, etc., then
Hey,
we
I
be
can't
friends.
play
I
right
mentioned the
now.
Secrets about the streaming industry and content creation as a whole earlier in this video, and I'm here to reveal them now. One, people are putting on an act. I know. Hot take of the week, shocker, most people don't know that. A lot of these guys are playing pretend, they're playing make-believe, and they have a persona that exists when they have
No,
the
no,
comfort of their home,
can you
the
do that
digital
somewhere
screens
else?
behind them. Most people don't know this though. The average height of a streamer slash content creator that's a man is
Thank
about
you.
5'6". The relevance of that is like totally unimportant. But they also weigh 130 pounds, also unimportant. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that they play big and bad. They zoom in on the camera to make them look tougher, meaner, stronger. The camera also adds a little bit of weight. Please don't talk about me and my fupa. But they're doing all of this
Fupa?
to make them seem like a cool guy.
How
for
big
their
is Omar?
audience. The audience can't really check them. The audience
thought
can't
Omar was
really
like
say anything about them,
5'3"?
whatever the case may be. They only get the glimpses that they
150?
are given from the content creator. Another secret to reveal is that everybody in the streaming industry aren't friends. There's this automatic assumption that everybody who streams, creates content, especially within the same niche or realm, is some sort of friend with one another, and I really just don't get that. They might talk about the same things, they might have the same setups and same
Is that an
cameras. Hell, they might
assumption
have even
people
been in
make?
the same place and space at one point in time. But
Bro.
that doesn't mean that you're a friend. Think about the job that you had. Well, everybody's unemployed over at the Unemployed News Network, but everybody who works at every McDonald's that flips burgers isn't friends. Everybody who is an insurance adjuster isn't friends nationwide because they just so happen to work at State Farm, and that's not how that works. With that being said, that
All the
doesn't mean
CEOs
that you
are,
get
though.
to joke around with everybody the way that you would do your friends. I might call my friends a bitch and a pussy and a hoe and all these other cuss words and, you know, punch them on their arm and give them all this, that, and the third, IRL, or in my streaming group, in my friend group that makes content. Just because I see another content creator who is within my audience, within my wheelhouse, or whatever the case may be, does not mean that I get to joke around with them like that. I just don't understand why audience can't can't understand that concept, and then also why streamers apparently can't understand that concept either. This is where that shift is coming in 2026 that I always talk about. People are gonna go and be more with their cliques in their groups because people just can't understand these two concepts that I just referenced, and therefore I don't want to be in an awkward time or awkward situation where I'm, you know, not vibing with them, not connected with, not doing all these things with this other person, and then the chats and the Twitter comms and all this stuff are coming after me. So I'm just gonna stay with my community. And XQC knows this stuff. Yet instead of taking any sort of accountability, he tries to make some sort of analogy that just doesn't fit.
I get mad at a coworker. Who gives a shit? In 30 fucking years, we're never gonna talk. I'm not gonna talk to 99% of the people I interact with. Like, what am I mad about?
I have an actual question, right? If let's say I don't fucking know, you're at work and some guy at work, right? He always forgets to do one part of the work, right? And he submits it and he cuts corners and he's a fucking asshat. And then the boss asks him, yo, have you seen him do that? I said, yeah, he does that. This guy's fucking stupid for doing his shit, right? And you see him at a party, right? Do you go, yo, Matthew, you fucking bitch. Yo, you corner cutting fucking rat. Fuck you. Matthew the sucker. And if you don't.
Alright, I don't think that happens, but if Matthew comes talk to you, there's probably a certain level of, like, you're not exactly friends with Matthew. You know what I mean? You're not friends with Matthew. He might be a, what's that word called? Yeah, Matthew's just a coworker. Matthew's a coworker. You're not friends with Matthew. You don't talk to Matthew about certain stuff. You probably hate Matthew a little bit. Because he's always, like, costing you guys extra. He's always costing you guys to have to do extra work. So you probably hate him a little bit, but I don't think you'd be mean or nice to him.
Don't do that, dude. You're folding. You're folding. You're a folder.
Slightly in the middle, if not slightly on the mean side.
You're not gonna press that motherfucker. So you're gonna fold. Then is what you're saying. I find that to be very short-sighted.
If you're at a party, you're gonna press Matthew. Why? To lose your job? Matthew's just gonna go to HR or something and just say, "Yeah, that guy was mean to me," and how they're getting you up out of there.
Like, I think it's why I have an easy time, like, not holding grudges against people that I don't have a problem with. The reality is that when there was no money in streaming, nobody was soft. Nowadays, everybody is just so soft. It's like soft noodle. I don't, this is you.
Streaming isn't soft because you can't get your jokes off with people that aren't friends with you. And also, that analogy about the coworker situation is totally baseless. It doesn't fit. Nobody's saying that you have to run down on them IRL and remind them of your take. But if you do get approached about your opinion IRL, you should be able to stand on your opinion IRL. If J. Cole comes and asks me in the comment section or at DreamCon or whenever I would see J. Cole, I don't know where, maybe playing basketball in the streets or whatever the case may be. Hey, do you think that I am, I don't know, number 3 out of the big 3 between him, Drake, and Kendrick? I would say yes. Why? It's not a problem to say yes. Like, there's nothing wrong with standing on your opinion. But the fact that you don't is the reason why people have problems with you. So now you're talking about the streaming industry is soft and that you can't be friends with these people. But honestly, XQC, I can almost guarantee you that people wouldn't want to be friends with you, especially seeing as to how you've ruined friendships in the past.
My generation, like, no longer collaborating with one another and no longer having a sense of community with one another, I would say, was XQC's mistreatment of other content creators kind of started this drama. He would just, like, treat every content creator like a fucking NPC.
This man actually needs help. I'm not, somebody's gotta check in and just sit there. Are you okay? Yo, Hassan, we care. Are you okay, buddy?
Now, look, my editor / story person wants me to let you guys know, and yes, I do have those, that XQC got a wake-up call this past weekend. But I don't think that this is just about XQC getting a wake-up call. No. I think that's too easy. I think the entire industry got a wake-up call. People get mad about it being clicked up and, you know, people aren't friends, people are fake in front of you. No. The things that you say online do have actual impact. They do have consequences and repercussions. You can't just say say things behind this screen and then stand up from your chair, even though you don't really go anywhere, and then try to be cool and shake people's hands and dap them up and be cordial in their face, as if you don't have to address those things. That awkward interaction between Neon and Ray said everything that I needed to know. You don't get to call me out of my name and then reap the benefits of being my friend or being around me. That's just not how things work. And I've stated on this platform before that a lot of what's going on in streaming and content creation is a hodgepodge, a mix-up, a mashing of different cultural identities, different races, different religions, different societal norms or, you know, customs or whatever, being forced together for the sake of the bag. People that would never ever collaborate were collaborating simply due to the fact that they knew that they could run up some sort of viewership. But I'm here to tell you that that is no more. Every single day we're seeing people section off and faction off because they just don't want to deal with the nonsense and BS. Sure, we could run up a bunch of views by hanging out with this.
All right, I think he said enough. Basically, that was for this guy right here. You can't make a video doing this, or you're making fun of this guy, when you're not, your company's not even in the top, like, in 5 in terms of revenue or taste. You're chewing on some dumpster decorations and you're making fun of this guy and his food. Like that video was for this guy right here. Like, watch your back. Watch your back when you're in those shareholder meetings. He might have something for you. I remember I saw Dean the Great getting smacked like 2 times. Was it 2 or 3? Let me see. Because I think one was Larry Wheels. Dean the Great. The other... Oh, Larry Wheels got him 2 times. He spun him around. Spun him around. Let me see. Sure, that's fine. Larry spun him around. This guy
I don't know you. I don't like your attitude. I don't like your fucking
checked his chin with his elbow.
Yeah. Straight up. What? I said straight up. Are you the guy that got slapped on video? I did, but I'll slap the shit out you though. Oh, you will?
Damn.
I don't know you. I don't like your attitude. I don't like your fucking...
It happened so fast. I don't know if I could do this, bro. All within 48 hours. My head gets palmed by this dude who's a literal, probably like a foot taller than another guy. Another guy elbows me. You know, I think what happened? This slap took like 5 brain cells off, and he don't have a lot. He only got like 7, and this elbow just took the rest off. Because when he was in an interview, I forgot who was interviewing him. I think it was like Tiny or something. Steiny. He started calling out like UFC people. Sean O'Malley. Yeah, bro, he's missing something. All right, I don't know what the hell this is now. I didn't want any of this. Oh yeah, so I think he was making some videos. He dropped a couple. I really didn't want the stream to turn into this. I actually did want to do something. Let's see. See. I think I'm gonna Play a little bit of Peak. Should be opening up soon. What happened lately? I don't know. I don't really know what else I want to talk about.